slide as well. So, yeah. Okay, here you go. Jana is here. Hi, Jana.
Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Sorry for the little delay. I was still in a coaching session. But I thought, as we normally have the first 5 minutes to, yes, tune in, it still should work. Let's say it like this. Great to have all of you here. We'll wait until 5 past. So it's 5 past. Let's first start with some consciousness discussion. Today's question that I would like to share with you, or that I would love to have your answers and thoughts around, is how do you consciously get aware of beauty in your life? What do you do to consciously get aware of beauty in your life? Feel free to unmute yourself or to write on the chat, whatever feels best to you.
Hi, Jana.
Hi.
Sorry. Yeah, this is Nilima.
Yeah, hi, Nilima.
So, when you ask about beauty, because beauty is subjective,
Indeed.
yeah, so are you asking us about, like, the physical beauty, or in terms of the spirituality, or in general?
Totally in general.
So when I see, for example, when I walk in the nature, and when I see at the colors of the leaves, or even the flowers, or even while I walk beside any river, I become completely aware. And there will be no thoughts, and I'll be just enjoying by looking at them. So those colors also, is like a physical beauty for me. When I see the leaves, like so this is like a small thing. So for me, it's like enjoying totally with awareness, and consciously looking at the surroundings. So for me, this is also the beauty. And when it comes to the inner beauty, I just see how a person is like giving, if they are like giving also in terms of what we speak. If you motivate, for example, others, then that's also a beauty for me. So yeah, I just wanted to share this short one.
Wonderful. Thank you, Nilima.
Thank you.
That's indeed two very important aspects of beauty: the beauty surrounding us and the beauty within us, or within others as well.
Yeah.
And Swana, yes, you also want to share something, please.
Yeah. Hi, Jana. Thank you very much for the beautiful topic again. So, yeah, we are all beautiful souls and gathered here. To me, beauty is like when you are conscious, everything is beautiful.
Interesting.
When you are in awareness, you don't see nothing, even some angries also, you feel, smile at them and enjoy yourself, because uh, it looks very silly, right? Not angry. So yeah, so of course we all are like, originally we are all beautiful beings. And it's just only we understand that and live in that, only when we are in awareness or when we are in consciousness or increase our conscious level. So, yeah, to me, it's like just everything is beautiful when you are in consciousness.
So, if I get you right, you would say conscious beauty is kind of doubled, because when you are in a state of consciousness, you are, let's say, aware of the beauty of life, and that is an indicator of being in consciousness, or an aspect of being conscious.
That's correct. Yeah. So yes, when we are in consciousness, I think that's the today's topic, right? Conscious beauty.
Exactly.
So yeah, so when we are in consciousness, everything in beauty is beautiful. And when we don't see beauty, that means we are not in consciousness. So then just bring back yourself whenever we encounter those situations, and just introspect and say to yourself that we are beautiful beings. So we are, we are happy and we are loving beings. So why this is coming? So yeah, so just being in awareness and in conscious level, increase consciousness.
Thank you, Swana. Anu, you also did raise your hand. You put it down again, but I would love to hear your thoughts and what you would like to share.
Okay. Hi, Jana. I would, yes, I would like to say three things. One is beauty is, for conscious beauty, for me, is just to be the witness of not to do anything. There's no exercise around it. It's just so simple. It's just to be, nothing else, just to be. And then let everything unfold, whatever. Then, okay, let me give you an example. I live in an apartment where I have managed to have two balconies, a small little area. So in one balcony, I get good amount of sunlight in the morning, and the other one, which is fairly bigger, doesn't get that kind of sunlight. But initially, because I'm from a place in India which is literally called the Switzerland of India, it's very, very beautiful. And initially for me, beauty was, I'm just giving a metaphor about this, it was about these blooming roses or flowers or these great things, right? So even when I was maintaining these balcony plants, I would go for something striking, beautiful flowers, and something that would, everyone would say, oh, so beautiful, how well you have maintained it. But over the years, I just love wildflowers. There's nothing about, I just love the simplicity, the design, the how beautifully they merge with the surroundings. And the wildflowers call to me more than the oriental lilies or anything else that I would initially go for. Or even when I go to a different state or place, the flowers are so different, right? And now in my balcony, I have all sorts of green sorts of, it's just not about the flowers, about their leaves, it's about their roots, it's about so many different things these plants are omitting in terms of the beauty. I'm just talking about just one aspect of beauty, right? Now, but it's become so whole for me, this experience, and every part has become so beloved to me that there's a very crooked plant in the corner, but recently a butterfly laid its egg. It created a cocoon around it, and something had laid, yes. And so no, it's in completely changed. So it's again been a journey. So how you understand things. So beauty for me initially, if it was about people being beautiful and all, but now it's not anymore like that. Yes, a smile by a stranger, sudden gift by a child. I mean, it may sound very hallmarky or very you know you know uh, sh- Facebook kind of a quotation, but
Cliche
that's
like,
a
you mean? Like a
cliche
cliche?
like, yes. Yes, but it's so beautiful. Sometimes I see an old woman. I saw recently toothless woman. She was making these toys, utter. She was living in utter poverty, but her hands were making these beautiful designed crochet toys. And I was just completely immersed in that particular scene. Like she was, that was beautiful for me again. So it is, I don't even think that we need to be, when you say conscious beauty, is just to be, and let it all unfold. And yes, as you're aware, then these things kind of, if you allow it to unfold, it unfolds in any aspect. Even my own, I had so many the concepts about beauty was so different. Like it was very subjective, right? It was something which was socially um as it's like a norm, or we all have, and we've been bombarded by
Socialized.
them. So yeah, there are so many belief systems around beauty also, right? What kind of hair, skin, eyes, everything, none of the parts has been left. Everything has been commercialized, right from the animals, which animal is beautiful, which animal we have to omit, which are cute. We have generalized and labeled everything. So I feel, but this new thing that I'm loving is that I love the ugliness of that thing too, I mean, which is ugly for others is sounding, is quite beautiful. I'm always been very, very, very deeply affected by the packaging of fruits, how it's been done by Mother Nature. If you see an orange, it's so beautifully covered till it ripes, it turns orange from green, right? It's multi-diamond. I mean, I'm just talking about the beauty of that. And then if you see a pomegranate, it has a different kind of a seed system, right? And a very thin layer of white, hardly there, cover which is on top of it. And every fruit has a different packaging. If you ever think about it, right? Berries and all. I'm just, I mean, it's just not it's the beauty is so much more, right? How the design has evolved, and the beauty of that, it's so breathtakingly smart, how even a simple fruit, and based on its longevity on the shelves or on the trees or things, how it blooms and how it's so beautiful. All of the process is just to just observe. I think all we have to do is just to really give it our full attention and observe, and really see how each, even a blade of grass without any resistance, how it beautifully grows. I don't know if I made it too metaphorical or spiritual in nature, but yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted to say.
Thank you, Anu. I try to get it in a nutshell, and please say yes or no or add on and correct me. When I heard you correctly, then conscious beauty means to let the natural process of something simply unfold and
Yeah.
observe it with the fascination that grows from getting aware of this natural process.
Yeah.
Wonderful aspect of conscious beauty. Conscious beauty then means letting go of controlling anything or trying to make something beautiful, or trying to have a concept of how something should look like at all, and simply engage and observe with a natural process.
Yeah, I'll tell you one more thing around it. Probably is, I don't know if it's connected, but I was recently kind of comprehending something. I was thinking, when a child is born, because we can't communicate our needs to it yet, right? Because as parents or as outsiders or as influence, we can't do anything. We can only see it bloom, right? Or the baby will only decide when will it take its first baby steps, or start crawling, or start standing up, right? Because it's programmed that way. Whenever it's supposed to do, it will do it. And that moment becomes beautiful on its own, right? And we celebrate it because you can't even communicate. There's no outside pressure on the child. No, you have to start crawling or you have to say your first word. No, because the baby won't understand you, as at least we think like that. That's not true. The babies do understand. But see the moment, because it's not influenced by anyone and it's the baby is led to do its own at its own time whenever it's supposed to, and we start celebrating it the minute we start giving it instructions and everything, right, around how you should talk, how you should sit and everything, that even those things get diluted. So beauty is not just I think as spiritual people we should also allow these things to each moment, celebrate each moment as it comes. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So then conscious beauty means celebrating the moment just the way it genuinely unfolds.
Yes, with all its flaws, with all its shortcomings, with all its beauty, everything as a whole package. Yeah.
Wonderful. Very inspiring. Thank you, Anu.
Swana, you're welcome.
Swana, your hand is still raised. I don't know. Do you want to add on, or is that from your first sharing still?
Yeah, I think it's from first sharing,
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries. No, all good. No worries at all.
Nice sharings, everyone. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, thank you too. One sharing on the chat said that I don't currently have a method to consciously get aware of beauty. Did the so far sharings give all of you on today's session a different idea on how to consciously get aware of beauty? Or which new insights did you gain so far? That's the better question. No new insights that want to be shared. Then I would love to ask one more question. What if we are human as we are, caught up in a headspace that focuses on, let's say, the ugly, whatever the ugly might be? What possibilities do you see to consciously shift our thoughts, our mind, our headspace towards beauty? No further sharings on that. Then I just might. Yes, Anu, please.
It would be just the same thing, not to have any judgments or preconceived notions about what's being fed to us, because again, when you're trying to understand so many things, even this concept of beauty would have a different meaning, right? How it weighs at that time. For example, if you are in a very, very bad mood, but you're near a lake and seeing a sunset, which is awesomely beautiful, but in your memory, that scene would never be beautiful. You'll see it as a very morbid, probably something, because there are memories associated with it, and there's so many things associated with that moment, right? Again, the same thing of judgment and whatever we carry at that time, the emotions attached to it. And the same way, even if you are not, probably it all comes down to the same thing, like you're in a place and time where there's nothing so strikingly beautiful or anything, but just the moment is so beautiful, so good in itself that you feel full gratitude, and automatically you'll remember that because you were laughing with your friends and that moment was beautiful. So I think it has a lot to do with other factors as well. How we remember those moments and people and emotions. So it's when it all gets clubbed together, how we record it in our memory also. So maybe in future when you go back to the lake again, you probably try to avoid it because you have a sad memory associated with it. I'm just giving an example. So again, the beauty of that is, even though it's calling out, right, it's a beautiful sunset or sunrise or whatever, but you don't want to perceive that, but you will long for something where you're with a bunch of friends and you're missing that moment of really having a hearty laugh with them. So I feel it's also from our side, when you say how do we, your question was around that, right? How do we really, what should we drop? I think the judgments or these labels that we have, we tend to always live either in the past as humans or in the future of what could be, and not in the present, because we are always analyzing. If we just drop that and completely surrender to the silence, which is not possible always, but if we can, I think that's the only conscious thing we should do. If I got your question right.
Thank you. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense that those aspects help to shift the focus from, let's say, a difficult mindset and from something, let's say, ugly, that we judge as negative, bad, ugly, or whatever the opposite of beauty might be in that moment.
True.
Being non-judgmental. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. What I sometimes do to get, oh, Swana, yes. Swana, of course, is very, very right, and it's very true when she says we just meditate and feel it and live with that feeling. So, of course, meditation also is a really good way for switching the focus, for shifting the mindset from the dominance of the judgmental mind towards the part of us that is emotionally feeling. Thank you, Swana. Very, very true. And what I sometimes do, like personally, and also with my clients, is giving them the task, or for myself, going out there and giving myself the task to make a walk and take a picture with my cell phone of every single aspect of beauty that comes across the route that I walk. And it doesn't have to be the big castle. Sometimes it's about a ladybug sitting somewhere, or a butterfly, or somewhere it's about a flower, just like Anu's picture, her avatar here in Zoom. I found that quite uplifting in many ways, and it always reminds me of the fact that it's always about the focus that we give towards a scene, or the focus that we switch towards in whatever is surrounding us. Sometimes it's the snippet that makes the difference. Focusing on the snippet of something might make it completely beautiful and dropping what is right and left of that snippet. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that was actually how today's topic came to me. Not because I was in a bad mindset, but I did a long walk last Sunday, I think it was. And somehow some details on that walk really were very present to me. And I took pictures of those again. And although it was a really normal walk, after that walk with those pictures, I was aware again of how much beauty I could see or I had seen on that walk. I don't know if that makes sense to you. You can let me know by thumbs up if you want to. Yes, is the answer. Okay, great. Thank you. Then I would say, yes, Madhvi also says, yeah, wonderful. Then I would say, let's dive into meditation now. Half an hour is gone. We have another half an hour left. And for that, find yourself in a comfortable position, sitting on a chair, feet flat on the ground and legs parallel, or also sitting cross-legged. Whatever feels best to you is fine. Bring your hands up, clap your hands, lock your fingers, and let them sink down wherever it feels best to you right now. Whatever feels comfortable in your lap. And with the next inhalation, gently close your eyes. Take a few moments to fully arrive in the situation and the posture. Get aware where you still might feel tightness. And make some last subtle movements to fully find in a comfortable posture. When you're sitting, keep the spine slightly upright without it being straight or firm, so that your chest can open up freely with your breath. And your upper body even slightly might dance a little bit with every breath. Get aware about this already rising feeling of relaxation, just coming from the allowance for your body to settle in confidently and comfortably. Isn't it surprising how easy it is to feel comfortable when you give yourself the allowance? Take some moments to explore the different sensations and feelings that you right now still might feel. There's no need to label them. There's no need to only feel one emotion or sensation. just allow yourself the fascination of the multitudes that you might feel right now. And with your next inhalation, gently bring your awareness to your nostrils and the coming and going of your breath. Just take some moments to simply let your breath come and go. Come and go. And now I would like you to focus on where and how you feel your breath in your throat when you inhale and when you exhale. Allow yourself the noise of inhalation and exhalation that comes from the throat. When you simply focus on the breathing, entering and leaving your throat again. There's nothing else you have to do. Simply allow yourself a full belly breath with your in-breath and the noise that your throat produces while breathing in, and a full relaxation of your belly with the out-breath, as well as the noise coming from your throat when you breathe out. With every inhalation, you soothe your mind. With every exhalation, you soothe your body. Just allow yourself a deep belly breathing, accompanied by the noises of your throat with every inhalation and every exhalation. And now, return to your normal breathing pattern. You will get aware again how the breathing starts at your nostrils and how it ends there again as well. With every inhalation, you soothe your mind. With every exhalation, you soothe your body. With every inhalation, you soothe your mind. With every exhalation, you deeper and deeper soothe your body. Simply let your body breathe you. Take some last minutes to breathe in silence. slowly start to come back to the present moment. Get aware of your physical body again, your hands, your fingers, your feet, your toes. Feel the connection of your sitting bones with your underground. Take a deep inhalation in through your nose and let it go through your mouth. One more time, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Come back to your normal breathing pattern. And at your own time and your own pace, gently open your eyes whenever you feel ready. Thank you, Masters, for holding the space with me, for sharing the space with me in this meditation. If you would like to share anything, feel free. And if not, it's totally fine to stay silent. Thank you. Have a great rest of the Friday and a wonderful weekend ahead, everybody. Goodbye.
Thank you all, friends, for joining for this beautiful meditation.